to be selfish, and I am selfish. I say it openly. I say it to the fan, to everybody. I am selfish because it's a sport that I can die, man. You can die in this sport, and this is the truth. You can get or not, maybe not die, but it could create your death in the next time to come. In the next year, maybe you get a blow that messed up something in your brain because of a trauma that creates something else. So it's a very serious sport, man. It's not like you play hockey, play baseball, play football. You don't.
So people can relate to it because not everybody's a fighter. I think the best example I can give is, let's say you haven't eaten for a long time and you're craving, right? So you're suffering. And then when it's time to eat, finally, you're about to eat your favorite dish. It's gonna taste so much better. So that's why I believe there's always some sort of sacrifice before the pleasure. And the more sacrifice you do, like I do not train because I have a fight. I will always train. Even now, it kind of amuses me to see that a lot of people, because I'm still training, because I love the science of fighting. I do not like to fight, but I love the science of it. And I will always do it as long as I can do it.
I've done the gymnastics because gymnastics is a sport that can make you the most athletic. My only regret is I should have started a long time ago as a kid. Gymnastics is the best way of training. Water training is great because it doesn't create inflammation in your joint. It's very good for therapeutic use and very good for performance. Karate is not in the dojo. Karate is how you treat people in life, how you carry yourself, how you shake people, you look at them in the eyes. That's
challenging yourself and having goals to achieve. You know, like that, keep your brain activated, like keep working. And the proof of that is that you see sometimes some old people, like when they retire, very often, sometimes you see that they got sick and they die or because they the element of surprise is important. This is not technique. A technique is a punch or techniques that I physically will use to enable my opponent, my aggressor. Tactic is the tactic I'm telling you about is in a street fight. Someone is looking for trouble, and I feel the heat rising as the conversation goes. That's the thing. And I have to be first. I cannot let him go first. So I have to strike first or do something. This is the first thing that generally and I have to agree on. After that, of course, there's the knowledge. If you're a professional fighter, you have a huge advantage. Once the fight is started, the war is declared, now it's everything goes. But generally speaking, the person that will intervene physically, that will have the first blow or the first, the first punch, will have a huge advantage. It's like doing a 100-meter race and having a head start,
And that, yeah.
I was about maybe 6 years old. We used to play in Montreal. There's a lot of snow. We used to play King of the Mountain.
Yeah,
that's the first combat lesson that I've learned in my life. And I managed somehow. It was a lot of kids. I managed to get on the top of the mountain, and another guy came in on the top of the mountain, and he was angry that before I was there before him. And when you play King of the Mountain, it was a mountain of snow. You don't strike each other. We just wrestle and push, and I managed to be first. And when he came, he says to me, okay, you wanna fight? And I said, yeah. I didn't know what he mean. Like, I want to fight, you want to wrestle? He said, I say yes. He punched me right in the face. Boom. And then I fall on the bottom of the mountain. Then when I fall down, I remember that vision in my life because it's I will remember that for the rest of my life. I'm about to stand up and I see the blood coming out of my nose. I see the snow is red because my nose is bleeding. Now I remember the element of surprises. I was very young, and it's probably the best thing I can do in my life. Fighting, that's what I do best. Also, it provides me of freedom, of access of things that most of people do not have. but all that has a price and a lot of money. I made a lot of money, of course, with it. Satisfaction is the end for me. Like I always, if I'm satisfied, that means I have nothing to live for.
Yeah.
I'm not talking only about my career. I'm talking about my life. What do you want in your life? You want kids? You want a family? You want to be champion? What do you want in your life? You have like a long-term goal, short-term goal. In mixed martial art, I achieved what I needed to achieve. I'm satisfied. I'm no longer the same St Pierre than when I was begging for a title shot on my knees. I move on for it because they're not busy. They have nothing to live for. Like my dad is used to work all the time, and he has always something to do. He's retired now. I myself now call him by force to find him some job. Hey, Dad, can you come in my house? I have this thing to repair. I don't know how to do it. So it gives him a reason, not to live on because he has other things to do. But what I mean is also in life, I think you always don't be afraid to aim high. Don't be afraid to fix your objective very high and never be able to reach it.